Hey guys, welcome back to 10-Minute English with May. And today we're looking at part two of our adverbial clauses. So last time we talked about time subordinators like before, after, as soon as. And keep in mind that some of these subordinating conjunctions can function as preposition as well. But a subordinating conjunction or subordinator is followed by a clause by subject verb, whereas a preposition is followed by a noun. So today we will be taking a look at subordinators that talk about place, distance, frequency, and manner, which is the how. Okay, so place subordinators like where, wherever, everywhere, and anywhere. They're quite straightforward. So like the rules we've established last time, when your dependent clause comes after independent clause, there is no comma. Whereas when your dependent clause comes before your independent clause, there would be an introducer comma. Okay, so now let's try and use the subordinators to form our sentences. So the first one has been done for us already. People prefer to shop where credit cards are accepted. So remember when you have where, right? You want to take out that location adverb there, right? You don't want to sound redundant. Okay, and for number two, consumers tend to buy more at places where credit cards are accepted for payment of merchandise. So maybe I can say consumers tend to buy more where credit cards are accepted for payment of merchandise. Okay, so I put my adverbial clause after my independent clause, so there is no introducer comma. Okay, and number three, you cannot use credit cards you shop there. All right, so this is a weird sentence, but essentially I think what it's trying to say is you cannot use it everywhere, right? Or anywhere. Okay, so you cannot use credit cards everywhere, right? Or wherever you shop. Or wherever you shop. Okay. And for number four, there are a few places of business a credit card is not accepted there. So few places do not accept credit cards. So to make things easier, I guess there are a few places of businesses where a credit card is not accepted. And for number five, travelers can use credit cards in foreign countries anywhere that would accept them, right? So anywhere or wherever they're accepted. So there is more than one possible answer for these sentences. Okay, and now let's move on to distance and frequency, and of course, manner. So whenever we're talking about distance, keep in mind that we have to use as they go in pairs, right? Like in the example sentence, fire had destroyed the trees in the forest as far as the eye could see, or as a frequency, as often as they would like me to. When you're talking about manner, we mix the chemicals exactly as the lab instructor had told us to. So if you remember from last time, as can also be used as a time subordinator. Okay, and for the fourth example, Our instructor asked us to fill out the questionnaire as carefully as we could. So remember that adjective plus ly would be our adverb, right? As carefully as we could, as slowly as you should, right? And as if and as though, that is talking about manner as well. So it doesn't sound very natural to our ears, probably. The bus's engine sounds as if it is going to stall or stop at any moment. So usually, colloquially, we would say like. It sounds like it's going to stall at any moment, but like is informal, whereas as if or as though it is formal. So you should use that in your writing instead. Okay, so let's try and fill in the blanks. Number one, people should try to recycle as often as they can, right? Because it's good for the environment. What about distance? Most people want to move as far away as they can from city centers, maybe, or actually from nuclear power plants. Okay. And what about number three? We should not consume our natural resources. Let's use the manner one. So maybe I'm going to use the last one. We should not consume our natural resources as if we are never going to run out, right? Because a lot of our resources are not sustainable. And number four, should teenagers have the right to dress? I'm going to use manner again, as they please. And number five, no nation in the world can afford to act. All right, so as if or as though, it is the most powerful and dominant country ever. Well, that is not entirely true, but for the sake of it, just keep in mind that after our subordinator, we need to use subject verb. So you can see here as far away as they can, as if we are going to, as they please, as though it is, right? And that's it for our distance, frequency, manner adverbial clause lesson. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.